Hello, welcome back to the Fermented World Homebrew channel. Today we are looking in on a brew that has completely slipped the net. My apple and orange mead. The original video hasn't even been uploaded. I've just gone looking through my own videos on YouTube to try and find out the information because it's been so long that I'd forgotten. And like a twit, I haven't written it down. Which I always tell you guys to do and I don't do myself, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite there. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is my apple and orange mead. Now, off the top of my head, right, I'm going to try and guess what it had in it. I haven't had time to go back and watch the actual video or even edit the video. I've only just found the footage. It was started on the 17th of June. It's now the 3rd of September. So, I mean, there's leaving it and then there's leaving it. I actually believe we've lost some. I think some's evaporated. It's been there for so long. So, we're going to get these opened up. We're going to get them put into secondary. We're going to back sweeten them. We're going to take hydrometer readings, see where it's at. Again, off the top of my head, it had 2 litres of fresh orange juice, not the stuff that you buy that's it concentrate, like the proper good stuff. It was a bit more expensive than usual, but I wanted this one to be good. And I think it was 1.75 litres of fresh apple juice. The usual amount of honey, I believe, which is 1,440 grams, so 1.44 kilo. It's cleared out, very, very clear. Now, there was quite a lot of wispy bits in this to begin with, but I think because it's been there so long, it's actually sorted it out a bit. Now, this was a big batch. I did have to put it into 2 vessels. So we'll do one in real time. We'll speed up the second one because it's going to be exactly the same. But what we are going to have to do is we're going to have to clean these demijohns out. Simply because I kind of want to put them back in the vessels that they're in because they don't have a full gallon in. These are American gallons. I've said it before, but I had these imported from America and it was actually cheaper to get them imported than it was to buy the same thing in the UK. I think it saved me about £15. Obviously I had to wait a little while for it, you know, I think it was about a week and a half. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get these in secondary. We'll have a taste. We'll check the hydrometer reading and we'll go from there. But first things first, we're going to transfer it from there to there. Get that in the sink. Okay, so we have got green lights on both, as we did a minute ago, but sometimes when it's crossing over from just being plugged in, it doesn't engage for some reason. Right then, let's get a hydrometer reading. Sorry if you can hear gunshots. It is not World War III. It is, in fact, the army barracks practice fire. Go back in there. It definitely smells strong. It definitely smells strong. But let's retake the reading first before you start drinking it. Surprisingly, it hasn't gone all the way. This is down to 0.99268. So there's an ever so slight small amount of sugar left in there that didn't ferment. It's not a bad thing. Smells fruity. Very dry, but that's actually quite nice on its own. I'm going to leave one of them dry. I'm going to have one dry, and then I'm going to have one back sweetened, because that is quite nice. Normally, I'm not really into the dryness of meads. I like them sweet. I'm going to be careful with this because I'm not used to picking these up all that often, so I don't actually know whether grabbing it like that is going to be of any good. So we are going to get some fermentation stoppers in here, which is going to be that one, and not that one. It's one like that, but it's not that one. No, it's in that one. Oh, this cupboard's full of stuff. Now, a while ago, I bought some ingredients for a mead that I was going to do, and when I was putting it into secondary, I put in double the amount of honey by accident, so I couldn't actually add the fruit, otherwise it just made it too much. So I've got all the dried fruit from that. Flipping nightmare. I think all in all it cost me about £40 worth of dried fruit to try and get this flipping mead sorted, and then I never ended up flipping using it. But it's like I say, it's dried, so it ain't going nowhere. It's going to be good forever. There is a use by date or best before date on it, but yeah, I don't pay attention to them really. Half a teaspoon of potassium sorbate, just like that. Right then, that little bit can go in there because we don't want to put it back in there and then it kick up all that wispiness. And we are going to then rack it off. I mean, it's crystal clear. We do not want to disturb that stuff at the bottom. And because we've put the stoppers in already, they're going to start mixing in. I didn't actually do the mixy stick in the sanitizer, so I'm going to leave this one as the dry one, and then as I wash this up, I'm going to sanitize something else. The mixer that I used to add the honey with, I forgot to put it in the sanitizing solution. Yeah, like I say, we'll speed the other one up, so there's not really any need for me to speed this one up. Tasted good, dry. Maybe I'm getting old. Things are changing. I'll tell you what though, I do feel old at the moment, still aching from that camping. Although the beds were already there when we got there and it was all set up for us. I don't know what it was, but it just seemed like hard work. Traipsing around. I mean, bless them, the kids did the pots the whole week, washing up after every meal, because I was like, well, I'm cooking, so you know, you guys can bloody well do that, and they did, bless them. So we're going to bring a bit of that sediment because I am going to be rather greedy with this. I want as much of it as possible. I think that's as much as we're going to get. Yeah, I think we pretty much pushed the line of what's possible there. Now I'm gonna wash this up because this is going to be going back into that, but we don't want to put it in with all that yak. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so that's that cleaned out, and what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take this out of here temporarily because we need to mix in the fermentation stoppers. really can't believe that I've missed a video. I must have been doing more than one mead at the time, and I've just thought I've uploaded it, but not even actually made the video. Mix it in really gently. Get all them fermentation stoppers in there. Very surprised it actually tasted nice dry as well. Should be good. That isn't amazingly mixed up, but it's not really going to matter. It will be okay. It will be okay, he said. What's the worst that could happen? Oh. If you know me by now, there's a lot of things that could happen. There are many, many things that could go wrong. Right, so we're going to feed that back into there now. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. See, I've noticed sometimes like you get a better audio experience when I'm using these. But at the same time, it doesn't pick up things like that. So I expect to get about 3 litres out of these, ish. Normally I aim for about a 4 litre batch, but I wanted to do these in there because I wasn't sure how volatile they were going to be. With there being fruit juice in there, it can go a little bit haywire. But it didn't actually, it behaved itself. It didn't actually cause any issues, which was surprising. When you think about the marmalade wheat beer, that was some crazy, man. Just everywhere for days. And then it didn't even taste like marmalade, which I was gutted about. But is what it is. You can't win them all. I mean, I've got a nice wheat beer. I could probably just serve it with a slice of orange, you know. Yeah, here comes the rain. It's been so dry here and so hot for so long. Finally getting some rain, which is great for me because it means I don't have to water the allotment. It means I've got one less thing to do today. Right, that's all that in there. Now we're going to repeat the whole process again, top to bottom, but sped up. So let's just have a quick calculation of what this is at, because it would be good to know. So yeah, I got a bit wet. I had to go and open the gate for my lad to get in, and I'd left the bloody shed doors open and the rain was like coming in. So this is at 13.5%, which is it's pretty much the ballpark I like. Between, I'd say 12 to 15 is where I like it. Anything more than that, I kind of find that you can sort of taste the alcohol over the beverage, if that makes any sense. It makes sense to me, and that's all the sense it needs to make, really. So that's that one done. We're going to do the other one now. We're going to be adding honey to that. Same process, rack it off, add stoppers. We're going to slap some honey in. I'm hoping I've got some that need using up maybe. So I've got 2 that are open here, which the kids use on like pancakes, toast and all that jazz. So we'll get them used up and they can then start a fresh one. Although honey doesn't go off, it's better to get it before it crystallizes and stuff like that. So yes, we'll put that one out of the way for now. We'll hoy this one up. I believe it was diluted with some water as well. Hello to all new subscribers. We're nearly 500 strong. And there's now a community page where you can post pictures of what you're brewing and share your ideas with people. I'm not totally sure how it works. But I believe you should be able to post pictures of what you're doing alongside a write-up. Maybe you want to put the ingredients in there, how long it fermented for, any problems you had, yada yada yada. I know that Rife likes to share his knowledge and his recipes and stuff, so that'd be good if you could get on there, Rife. Show people a little bit of what you got. And yeah, that should be pretty good going forward. You'll all be able to just chat to each other, share ideas, and show me some pictures of what you're brewing. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Anyway, we're going to speed this bad boy up. The whole thing's going to go zzz, and we shall be back. Okay, so I did kind of miscalculate how much honey I was supposed to put in. I've put a little bit more than I should have done in here, forgetting that it wasn't a gallon batch, so it's made it rather sweeter. But it is what it is. I had one that was at sweetness of 1.040, and you know what? It tasted fine. I hardly even noticed it. But that's them into secondary now. Apple and orange juice mead. Really easy. Just stuff that you buy from supermarkets. We bought a bit of the cloudiness with it, but that was through greed, basically. Because we're not going to get like loads out of this anyway, because they are smaller vessels. I mean, this one you can see there is a slight difference in it. Obviously when you add honey it increases the volume, but yeah, these are at 13.5%, tasting good. One's dry, one's sweetened, and I'll see you next time when we come to bottle it and we get to have another taste. Thanks for watching, take it easy, I'll see you all soon.